Welcome back after a short break and apparently also after a short game of Dota 2 between teams. And it was a quick victory for Team Spirit and well, that happened.
I think they're just further ahead than the other teams. And obviously, we haven't seen what happens in scrims and so on. We can only go on the field. It was really strong performance. What we saw today, again, I mean, completely too strong or anything, and they still just play so much.
So we have 4 Team Spirit games today.
Oh,
this first one we're gonna run. It's gonna be 20 minutes. How long is the total?
Excluding drafts.
Excluding drafts. And we already are at 20 minutes right now.
Okay.
and at 58 seconds.
I'm gonna write this down.
Please don't.
100 minutes. Okay, 100 minutes. And 58 seconds. Seconds don't have.
I believe this next game is gonna be a little bit slower.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with.
My conspiracy is disproven again.
I thought it was gonna be level 1.
Out.
See? Oh.
So they were on top of it.
Yep.
100% right, Waga. I liked the draft of the good. They just played better. So I'm pretty worried for London Conspiracy in game.
They talked a lot during the game, the casters, that, oh, the Ursa, Wisp Ursa. Thing is, they did not, out of nowhere pick Wisp Ursa. They CK and they picked the Sven.
Yeah.
So they removed 3 heroes. It was just, okay, give us any Wisp combination and we'll take it with that. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah.
Could there be a different hero?
Hero did pretty fine. I
What
just
was the
believe.
hero that you feel?
I'm not sure about the hero they would have changed in general, but they need more gank because of the Lich Doom double lane and then Wisp Ursa mid. You need to abuse these laners and just make something happen because a static laning phase is gonna favor Team Spirit every time. So they need just crazy 5-man really early. They did bring in the Sven mid early on, like he came and just stunned the Wisp from behind, and that was a surprise. But they just need better heroes for that, I guess.
Yeah, you had a fun fact about Io Ursa as well.
Oh yeah, it's an interesting combination though. I mean, we see Ursa's by the Aghanim's all the time, and the ulti is very strong.
Yeah.
And of course, you reduce the damage by 80%. If you have a Wisp with you, he reduces damage by 20%. And these, unlike many things in Dota, actually stack additively. So you can reduce 100% damage.
This time it actually works, guys.
It's not a very long duration though. You're gonna have to get refresher and stuff, but
good lord.
it's the same thing for Centaur ulti with Aghanims.
Yeah.
If you get that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
that's less percentage though, like 70, right?
unfortunately, no one picks that hero anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So,
I'd like to see that hero.
Mac, looking at you. Please do it.
Come on, baby.
Let's take a look at what replay clip was taken from that 20-minute game, because it was a very short game. It was a very action-packed game. You could almost take the whole game as a highlight.
And he just dives in, goes for the Bane here. The Wisp, of course, gets focused. He should. And Furion TP's in ultra aggressive here. He only has to run away pretty immediately, but
this is a nice block happening there, so he tries.
But you can see track take by Furion to actually stay close enough for the stun there, as it was pre-telegraphed. But one of the few fights that they actually win quite convincingly.
Nice, great spread.
The Sven, and he doesn't.
Which is in favor of Team Spirit. Basically, this team fight started out.
Yeah, he
continue the fight long enough for them to actually come out ahead in the end.
Kills are always worth more, right? So then you can do something with it.
Because I was thinking this is the time where they get the tier 1 tower, and they didn't, I think, that time. So
all the time they were just running together, and it was easier for the team with 5. Normally, you have to deal with lanes at some point, and that's very hard to do if you don't have.
Conspiracy gonna try to focus on, because obviously there was a very early fight.
I think it's early 5-man, but I would say the issue for them here, if you have such a hard laning stage, you can't really win the mid game. And they essentially lost mid, they lost bottom, and then Furion was on 1 versus 1 top, and he was pretty much free farming. Sure, in the beginning, London Conspiracy had 4-1 in kills, like they started out in kill advantage, but the top 3 farmers were on Team Spirit. So just need solid lanes.
Yeah,
we need some Lion, dude.
Lion would have been maybe nicer.
Yeah.
Not been picked nor banned. We can actually take a look if that's going to be the same case in this second game, because we are in the draft of game number 2. Yeah, Team Spirit versus a London Conspiracy.
We'll find out if Team Spirit are going to ban the Broodmother again as well against London Conspiracy. Vega gave them the respect.
Oh, come on.
The day before.
Show me one Brood game before I go home.
No,
come on, baby.
Hey, it's going to get banned right now.
They're not going home for a long time coming, so.
I know, but it's not looking good.
You're stuck here.
Everybody's scared of Broodmother, please.
Arachnophobia, dude.
Let the spiders be free. Let the babies roam.
You get to see her on the preview screen.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Ah, there you go.
Jeez, look at her. Oh, the majesty. Woo! Look at that thorax.
No, she's a mother. She's not a queen.
Yeah, she's not a spider queen.
She's not a spider queen.
She wishes.
What?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. She's just a mother.
She's the queen
No.
of
She's
spiders?
a terrible
No.
mother. So many babies dying every game.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do? Babies are
She's just
expendable.
feeding
you can
her
always make
kids.
more.
But
That's
then
what
in
I
the
told
wrong
my
way.
daughter.
She can make her kids kill each other to get new kids.
That's sick, dude. That's sick,
That's
nasty.
disturbing.
I love it. That's how it should work in real life. Okay.
Okay.
This kid is low HP. I'm gonna deny him.
Kid is real sick with panomias. Take him out.
I don't like this brother I have right here. Punch him.
Got
Got
him.
2 new ones.
Two new brothers. Easy.
Yep.
All right. So first pick. I'm really hoping to see the techies pick here.
I think they're contemplating grabbing the Furion, but they
Ooh.
go for the Chen still.
Okay.
Oh,
God.
you say still, but Chen last game was just not touched. They picked Invoker last game, and there's IO Nature's Prophet once again.
Yeah, I say still because still, as in after having seen what Furion did to him in last
Okay.
game, they still prioritize getting their first pick on
one
Chen
sec.
here.
Secure the disruptor right here. You know things are coming up with the Wisp. You know you need something to get rid of that.
I'm not against it actually. Disruptor could be a good laner. You could also grab a mid hero if you want to right now. But I don't know. They might be scared to go for the Invoker again after seeing the Wisp. There could be a double lane mid with the Wisp again, and Invoker is seriously not that strong against it. But you could put him safe lane. You can still be flexible. So
Yep.
Do you think he's aggressive enough to pick as a support duo with the Chen?
who is?
Disruptor?
Yeah, I think so. I think the two of them are like all right together. Not necessarily the best combo, but it works. The thing is that Team Spirit are currently just picking exactly the same as in last game, right?
Yeah.
They have the Wisp, they have the Nature's Prophet. It's like we're gonna do the same thing. It worked last game, so let's see what you're gonna do.
And let's see which hero. Because would you let the Tiny or the CK through?
I mean, I said before they banned out all the before they started trying to get rid of all the Wisp combinations, I said you should not do this. You should just go for banning out the good supports, the good pair support for the Wisp. You know, remove something else, or maybe focus on winning. You know, drafting so you can ban the enemy mid heroes, whatever.
Yep.
But
I think Beastmaster's already right step. Beastmaster got banned by Spirit last time, and you can just roar whoever is going to be the pair for the IO.
that's a good way to go about it. And it's also a very strong slow. And they are changing the style. I love this. They're banning the Invoker.
There we go.
So
Okay, good.
they realize there are too many combinations. I think they might ban Tiny, because I feel he's still the number one.
Absolutely.
But you could just let him through as well if you have a plan against it. And Beastmaster's a good start.
All right, so Death Prophet banned out. Why is that? They just don't want that counter push against them, or?
I think Death Prophet is pretty strong against Wisp in many ways. Like just putting the third skill slows him down a little bit, and whenever the two of them go on the Death Prophet, she can siphon both of them. Also, it kind of works well with the Beastmaster and Chen. I think that's the main reason. It's just a pushing hero, right?
Interesting.
So the Death Ball could be dangerous.
Zeus.
Zeus.
Yeah,
Oh, Zeus.
being banned out. They just don't want the cheesy global strat to be completed. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing that's gimmicky and kind of pubbish, but it's still hard to play against, even in a Captain's mode.
It works. That old Zeus Spectre.
Though I
Wisp.
feel that having Chen against it is very nice, though, because you can just wait for the Zeus ulti and then you click Chen ulti.
Yep,
Boom,
for sure.
countered.
Got him. All right, we got another band coming out here. Let's see. Now, who else is good at dealing with Wisp?
Probably one more mid hero gonna get banned out.
Okay.
That's what I feel, but I'm not sure which. I have a feeling that Lina could be great for London Conspiracy, but I don't think it's gonna get banned now.
You're still pushing this Lena thing.
Dude,
You've
Lina,
been pushing it
it's a
last
thing.
time, too.
It's so good against Wisp.
Is it?
Yeah, you can burst him really easily. You have a low cooldown stun. Oh, they go for a disruptor.
Oh!
They're
I
onto
was right
something.
about something. All right. Good for me.
Good for you.
Good
But-
for you.
You're good for me. But yeah, I have to agree with you on the Lina. Quick reaction time with the stun, easy burst damage to get rid of the low health hero, and they're going to go with the Tiny, the classic combo.
Yeah.
Things aren't looking too good for London
The thing
Conspiracy.
is that Lina is one of those easy combo heroes, right? So if you have Beastmaster to lead the stuns, you can follow up stun very easily. It's an extremely low cooldown stun. And then you have so quick burst, you can get rid of the Wisp immediately in every fight.
Yep.
And Tiny without Wisp is really not that impressive. Because I played earlier
You
by
can cut him
No
around
Diggity.
as well.
Yeah,
With
you
the boar?
can kite him when you get rid of the Wisp.
Yeah,
But
that's
when
what I
Wisp
mean.
is there,
You
then it's hard.
cannot, yes. Yeah, that's just what I meant. So London Conspiracy, If they don't go for Lina, because it might be a little bit too
I
squishy.
don't,
Because
I don't
if
think
you
they
as
will
a
pick
tiny,
it already. Like they
if you
will
get a
maybe
jump
get it
on
later.
as a tiny on the Lina dies.
Yeah, she struggles.
Yeah.
But if you make her play as a support role, then it doesn't really matter so much if they go and burst it. Okay, Witch Doctor also really good against Twist and Tiny, because they can't hug up. The cast is gonna destroy them. And it works good with our draft as well. They have more pushing now. Extremely good heals. So the Witch Doctor heal and Chen heal is gonna negate the Fury ulti a lot.
Yep. But are heals really going to be able to survive this? I mean,
Oh,
they've
not
got...
the Wisp Tiny, like not the Tiny nuke. No.
No, but
They need to stack up HP for
I'm
sure.
just talking about in general. I mean, the push could be unreal coming out from Team Spirit here if this game takes a little bit too much time already. And they don't even have their entire hero pool yet.
I mean, they still have good heroes available, though, for carry is the thing. London Conspiracy can grab something like a Juggernaut if they want to. That's their next hero, and they have a really, really solid draft.
Spirit could pick a Juggernaut. They could go IO Tiny mid, Juggernaut safe lane with whichever support they want to
They
have.
could.
And push really hard as well.
We've been pushing a lot of Juggernaut. No one's picking it.
Yeah.
I'm not loving the Juggernaut into the same lineup as Fury and Tiny, though, because they consume too much farm. Because Wisp Tiny always grabs a lot of the farm on the map, and Furion does as well. So I think whoever is their next core is going to be a hero that doesn't need so much farm.
15 minutes, you want to group up and push. Which heroes are best for that?
I mean,
That would still fit into the lineup of Spirit.
Great.
maybe
DK and Tiny?
the way they play, maybe they
Go
would play
nuts.
I'm not sure. Maybe
Shadow
a Leshrac.
Shaman support.
Maybe a
he's
Leshrac even.
super greedy, right?
It is super greedy, but it's I don't think they're gonna go so heavily on pushing though. I think they're just gonna pick two heroes that they feel they can fight with or whatever.
Oh, hey, look at that.
That's good against Beastmaster. That's actually one thing. When we saw it work, it was against Beastmaster and Venge.
Yeah.
And the more auras a team have, the harder they will right-click. Then add the Winter Wyvern plus 70 attack speed when you ulti them.
Yep.
They actually kill themselves really quick. So sure, this makes it a little bit easier. And it's also a melee here, of course, Beastmaster. But yeah, I guess it can work here.
10 seconds remaining.
So which ranged core would fit into London Conspiracy? Because if you're going to go up against Winter Wyvern, you do not want to have a melee core, right? That would be unwise.
I mean, it makes it harder, but I don't think you necessarily have to grab a range core. The thing is that many of the range cores are really hard to play against Tiny.
Yeah.
Like if you pick a Drow or something like Squishy or a Strats, that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's going to get in your face and destroy you quick.
But they go for their mid hero first. Getting the Queen, great hero against the Wisp Tiny combo if they try and put it mid. Queen can easily harass and trade against the Wisp. I say easily. I mean, alone she's going to struggle, but Chen will help her.
Yeah.
So she'll be fine.
Is the Tiny going to be the Illidan or the Iceberg hero, you think?
I think Iceberg on Tiny, I would say. I believe.
By the way, Juggernaut, the hero that we mentioned, is now removed, so at least we were right somewhere.
Hey, there you go. At least they're
Hey,
considering it. How many times has Juggernaut been picked so far? I
I
mean,
think Gyrocopter's still in the
Not that
pool.
much.
Talking about ranged carries.
Yeah, that's
Why
a
is-
range carry you can play, because he's very tanky. He can actually get to a point where he's too hard to burst for with Tiny. And yeah, he can... The thing is, if you have the flat cannon on and you get Winter Wyvern ulted, I'm pretty sure you still fire at the enemies as well.
Oh, hey.
I think.
Oh,
there you go. Jeez.
Gyro ban.
He gets
On
banned out.
fire today. Gracious me.
Well, I actually thought that they were the team that gonna pick it themselves.
Yeah, I thought so too.
So
They ban it though.
they ban it. So they have
Oh.
something else in mind already, I would imagine.
I guess Gyrocopter would have been pretty dangerous to go up against because he fights pretty well early on. He does require a little bit too much farm for my taste though to put into his Team Spirit lineup, but his early game is dangerous.
10 seconds.
I'm not sure what Spirit are gonna grab here, but whatever.
Spectre.
No, I really don't think so.
Oh.
I would get extremely surprised if it's a Spectre pick.
Silencer.
10
What is
So
this
I'm
That would
voice
make
you're
more
doing?
sense. But
Silence.
I'm just doing, you know,
Spectre.
I'm just...
keep dropping.
It wasn't me.
You're gonna increase your chance to have.
Whoa,
Whoa,
it's
there it
you!
is.
Win.
Hey-o.
That's
Even though I
nice.
wasn't right on the heroes that I mentioned, I still consider this a win because I really like Centaur.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. So 60% damage plus 80%. Wait, no, that was Ursa. Plus 20.
70.
I can't even do the math.
You need to
It's
get
so much
You need
resistance.
to get Aghanims for that
Yeah.
to be a thing, though. And
But this is going to be a
Aghanims
safe
on
lane
Sense-
Centaur.
he's not gonna be farm priority though.
No, but he's gonna be safe lane centaur.
That's not always safe
He's
though.
gonna get a blink dagger, and then the rest is not yet done farming, and then he's gonna continue farming until he has an acronyms, and then
Yep.
the games
We
begin.
can hope that he we can hope that he gets farm. I would love to see it, but
But
the thing is, Aghanim's is not your priority item, right?
Oh.
You need to get like 3 items first. You need blink. You probably need your hood or something. Force staff is super good. There's so many other items that you need first.
don't be such a naysayer. What do you think for London Conspiracy for the last pick?
Look at this. London Conspiracy, this is an easy techies game.
Techies?
No,
Yeah.
just kidding. No,
Yeah, he's good.
he's great
he's
right
great.
now, ladies and gentlemen.
Real great. Thank
Real
you, TI5.
Bristleback.
Bristleback. Now, this is why I love this patch. A centaur and a bristleback. When's the last time we saw these two coming out of the woodwork in this
In the
final
same game,
In
even.
the same game. This is gonna be a good one.
Yo, we need to see that Bristleback Aghanims. It's not
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh god, no.
It's good.
It's an eggs race. We gotta
Yep.
see the centaur eggs. We gotta see the bristle eggs.
Who's
We gotta
gonna
see
get
it
the
all.
first eggs? Apart from
Tiny.
Tiny. No, apart from Tiny. You can't say
Ah.
Tiny.
Quap.
Yeah, I would take Queen.
Oh,
She's probably gonna rush it.
It's very predictable. It's not a fun one. Who's gonna win?
Chen will get Aghanims after those two.
Then 10 eggs.
Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
You know,
The
I'm not
best, the
changing.
best I can come up with. I'm sorry.
Spirit.
Spirit.
I like the conspiracy last time. They let
Conspirat.
me down.
They did.
But I feel like if I change now, then they're gonna win it, and I'll
Yeah.
look even worse. So I'm gonna go with the conspiracy, baby. Get them, boys.
Oi.
You're so lost.
Game 2. Team Spirit. London Conspiracy. It is time for Odie Pixel and Draskell.
Alright guys and girls, and welcome back for game 2 of the first series of the day. Spirit up against London Conspiracy. London Conspiracy, they've let Spirit get another IO combo. I'm a little bit worried about this one, Andy. It's Tiny IO this time round, and Ursa, I think I'd take Tiny IO over that. It's even better, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's a little less extreme this time because it's not on Dire side, it's not on Ursa. That's the thing I think that put the first game so far in Spirit's favor is they had that guaranteed snowball once the laning phase is already won. Of course, Team Spirit have a similar lineup in the sense that if they win their lanes, they are going to have a Tiny and a Centaur together who can just get across the map so fast. And just having the Stampede to utilize with the rest of your team is so strong. Because a lot of the times, a Wisp anything is going to relocate, and then the rest of your team has to catch up. But the nice thing about having a Centaur is you have that hero who can pretty much guaranteed help you follow up anything. But we're going to see the lanes taking shape here. Looks like we are going to likely be seeing that dual lane mid, as Panel was talking about. So Iceberg and Always Want to Fly, handling those two heroes. And then a safe lane farming Centaur. Haven't seen this too much, but I would say for a Centaur, this is actually a pretty easy game. There's really only one hard lockdown that you have to worry about, and that's a Beastmaster. And I are in a team fight, so...
Because you're probably not killing it.
I mean, you want to roar the Tiny, or you kill him, and the Tiny's not so scary, but I feel like when you don't have a lot of disables...
Centaur does do. And if they do get the start, and if LC mid lane, Baby Knight Quap up against the Iceberg Tiny. They get
Well, it's really difficult. Yeah. Okay, you could... Is he dead? Oh, that was... Of course you're going to struggle. There's not really a lot that can be said other than, you know, the one thing that's nice is the Queen doesn't necessarily have to make a ton of space this game. In the front line, get the Chen going, get your sustain from the Witch Doctor, and try to get your map control.
rolling Team Spirit. It's going to be messy. It's going to be messy to say the least. It's going to be taken down. Gobart will be okay. Doubling the CS here of Baby Knight Squat. Have a good start mid. It's not going to look good for the general outlook of the game, sure.
You know, if you can get to a decent time, level 6, throw out a Sonic Wave, get a nice kill on it. Their lineup is not necessarily 100% predicated. Just, you know, get gold, go for Roshan, play a similar style to what Spirit did last game. Because you have the game. It's just, again, all about the lanes.
Bottom lane. Nice two-stomp from Illidan. Clipping a little bit too tanky for them to bring all the way down. As Kefka, he's just not going too bad here for the offlane beast. Mid lane, Iceberg. He's going to be fine this time. Bottle back out to him. So, as you see, all valuable XP. But it's still the farm game that Tiny's leading. But maybe not now. 12 for 4, 16 for 1. He's certainly keeping himself up, and this is considering the fact that he hasn't had any help from the Chen at all.
And Beaver's kind of just hanging out in the woods. He's not even, the medium camp is stacked a few times at the very least, so he'll be able to get his experience going. But to make it so when they are 5-manning, and he has, you know, his mech a tiny bit earlier, that
Certainly seems to look like that is the game plan here for the man on Chen. So he gets that 60, might have a chance for it, but he's, again, got to be careful. Knew that you have the regen coming in from Always Want to Fly, so always worth throwing out into bait. He's got his phase boots now done on this top lane. He's having a bit of fun here with Jellypy, but we'll just...
all things considered, Team Spirit maybe aren't doing amazing considering the circumstances. The Furian's getting an okay, and the Chen hasn't rotated until now, and it's 5 minutes in. So I would say Team Spirit are still...
This is going to be kind of the starting block. If this Chen rotation is successful, which it very well might be. If they go... Same time, though, they do get a kill in mid. Iceberg and Always Want to Fly move in. They don't get first blood, but arguably, I guess Team Spirit will be happier with that, seeing as they didn't actually have to make any movements themselves.
It's going to take some damage top, but I don't even think that Lennox... Unfortunately, there was a purge creep there, so Funnick couldn't get himself far enough away to get a nice sprout and a TP out. But
well, and we've Always Want to Fly to everything in. There's the attack speed. And onto Baby. A few punches, and he might actually just get this, and Baby Knight, I think he did. And a little bit of a misplay from Baby Knight gets punished, and that's
kind of off. The first game, he wasn't really utilizing Ice Wall that much. You know, he was kind of struggling. Seems to be the same case here. I hope it's not like 2 games in a row.
It certainly is a tough start for the guy now, and he was keeping it well in terms of farm, but after those 2, 7 for 16, he's nearly got as many denies as Baby Knight has last hits.
Well, you're going to have a lot of mana all the time, which means that mostly you just want to spam him, and then once you get to 7 or 8, you're
entirely of the quad.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference.
Push.
Let's see him try and go for Iceberg. Always Want to Fly is there. There's no relocate. He's
Honestly, an early Crimson on Centaur for Team Spirit would be someone down and kill them. So depending on how long the engagements actually last and how heavily...
Just look at this Brisbane. He's got, what, 1,600 health, Vanguard.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt.
Like, it's really not going to come online until Tiny starts to get some more items under his belt. In the 2 of them. Actually relocating the Tiny out here. The IO here. What's the plan?
I think the IO just dies, actually.
I mean, at this point, they can afford to do that. Jellypy looking to punish them. He should be able to find the IO kill. Fair turns around, tosses Jellypy back out of there. They're going to run to go back on the sidelines. Now Jellypy comes in, and with the Quill Sprays, with the Winter's Curse, but Jellypy, he does not give a damn. Go back by some time here with the Cold Embrace. Sprays are too much. He finds one, and now with the Death Ward onto Illidan, Jellypy, he's just going to stick around. Really pulling through for London Conspiracy. They do lose the Beastmaster, but Jellypy, he's trying to attack. He doesn't give a damn, and he ends up getting the kill. Now with the Paralyzing Gust bouncing onto Always Want to Fly. Run. It looks like they're not going to be able to catch him. But Bristleback at this point of the game, 12 guard. Jellypy Bristleback is doing it. He's 6-0-3. Look at the damage output.
These fights are perfect scenarios, though, because he's not getting focused at all. Like, he got an Avalanche toss near towards the end, but people just don't want to waste the damage on a Vanguard Bristleback.
Because they're not killing him.
Right. That fight was close to a minute, I think. And you're just walking around, you know, applying quills, getting your wand charges from spell usage, and you're just hitting all your buttons, you know? And by the way, after watching how fast Illidan was dying, I don't think that forward is blocked at all by Vanguard. I'm pretty sure it's not, because he was getting chunked by that thing. So, in that sense, it's not amazing, but against the rest of London Conspiracy, it can be alright. But given the way the fights are going, I don't even know if he's probably contemplating going Blink, I guess. It gives him more ability to initiate and, you know, get that follow-up burst, which is kind of what their team is based around.
I mean, how do you deal with the Bristleback in these fights? Do you play the farm game now for Team Spirit?
You have to fight around him. Like, you don't want to fight directly into him. You would rather just get like a kill on somebody and just get out. You don't
tether away safely, which is good. Good for those get lads more. I mean, Jellypy's ready to frontline, and he is starting to move in. They're pushing in the fight, and always want to fly. Well, hello. Goodbye. Just casual. So we'll be fine. And they'll drop us. He's being spotted out by Baby Knight, and he's going to drop the onto Jellypy, but it's only holding him in place. There's nothing screen. They'll take down the Winter Wyvern. That's going to give London Conspiracy the space to find this tier 1 mid. At the same time, Funnick looking for the route, looking for the split push. Should be able to find a tier 2, and you have got the Iceberg, Always Want to Fly Illidan combination pushing on a tier 2 bottom. So objectives are being taken by Team Spirit. Favorable trades indeed. Baby Knight blinking in, looking for some fun. Funnick, he tries to TP, but well, Solon's straight on top of it, and it's a great setup there for the Death Ward.
And very nicely done. So they get the tier 1. They do lose the tier 2 bottom. Stampede's going to be popped here. Beaver.
He's gone. Can he live through this one?
I doubt it.
And the toss. Always Want to Fly. Lands on his head, takes him down. They'll blink forward, take down the Wild Wing Ripper as well.
If the Bristle can stay a relevant threat in the fights,
They can
I
do
think,
this.
yeah, I think London Conspiracy have a really good shot, because one of the biggest issues of being behind on a Bristle is that you just don't deal your damage fast enough. We were talking about it a little bit earlier, but because he has so many kills and he's getting all this farm, he'll have his SNY completed probably around, what, like 16 and a half, 17 minutes?
Yeah, very
And
shortly.
then the damage output he's going to have with the level 2 Warpath is going to be insane.
Is under attack.
I'm looking for Iceberg. Drums are already popped as they try and get the Tiny out of there. Jalopy, he's really not got a fear in the world, just charges in, forces Team Spirit to back up. And this is going to be the money there for the S and Y. It's done. So 16 minutes in, very good timing with the Treads and the Vanguard. If he wasn't hard enough to kill at the beginning, it's going to be even more impossible for the side of Spirit unless they do get him on his own at the end of a fight and just commit everything to killing that Bristleback. And even at that point, you can have so many stacks of Quill Sprays on you, you're going to be losing some of the squishier heroes on your lineup.
Yeah, that's the other problem that they have is Winter Wyvern and Wisp are. Wisp has 2, Winter Wyvern has 3. If you're in the team fight trying to, we'll probably die before he does. Just out, you know, Team Spirit now they're realizing we need to avoid the fights. We don't want to go for the engagement. We want to avoid this Bristleback until we can just maneuver around him in the fights and get kills and then try to disengage as hard as we can.
Is under attack.
And since London Conspiracy don't have amazing catch, I think this is the game plan they should have adopted for a little while. So we're going to see Iceberg blink out here.
Very close blink as well. Jalopy nearly got the damage through.
Has fallen.
Gorblack trying to tease him from the high ground, and Funnick, he's getting a lot of space here. He's managed to take down the tier 3 to half health and TP's away safely. Orchid
where-
now done on the Nature's Prophet, so he's getting the space, Funnick.
Yeah, this is where Team Spirit's line kind of excels and just splitting you apart, making it so London Conspiracy can never really get their 5-man together. As long as they can keep doing this, you know, just have Iceberg and always on a fly pushing a lane, it is almost impossible for them to kill the Tiny if the IO is there, unless they themselves are committing for a fight. So if Team Spirit are going in and going for, you know, Bristle or going for somebody, and they get drawn out into this really long engagement, then the Tiny might die. But if you're just pushing a lane idly, how are they going to kill him? He's going to get relocated out. Their catch is mediocre at best. The Beastmaster doesn't even have his book 3, so obviously he's not anywhere close to a blink. Although he is sitting on quite a bit of money, so maybe he's going to skip upgrading the book and just go for the blink dagger for the catch potential. We'll see what he decides. But Team Spirit now kind of hitting their stride, figuring out the better way to play their lineup, and it seems to be working for now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see. Funnick dropped from the game, but should be back hopefully shortly. But at this point,
I genuinely feel, because again, it's about options. We got Furion, we got Tiny, IO, engage if you try to gank. So I think that Team Spirit's mobility is something that London Conspiracy, tier 2's down. Can we start pressuring the base? Can we deal some substantial damage?
yeah,
Well, they have to if they want to win.
if they want to win.
Yeah, well, our Bristleback is still relevant because that's really the biggest downfall of the hero. Spirit will eventually get to a point where Quill stacks are just not going to kill anyone anymore. And you're going to need to have some kind of either right-click damage or some kind of supplementation. But this is a core Bristle. He's position 1, which means that there's no one else that he can fall back on and say, please carry me in the damage department. Like, this Queen has abysmal farm, like 58 CS at 18 minutes. He got wrecked in his lane, right? This guy is not going to carry you. The Beastmaster is not going to carry you. It needs to be a concerted effort. It needs to be us winning at a certain stage in the game, or, you know, Team Spirit are just going to walk away with it.
Full offensive, yeah.
Basher is really common.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. It just gives you that extra bit on the Centaur. Having that extra bash can be huge. Nice blink there from it.
So now they've got a bit of a better chance of quickly dispersing some of the squishes the Bristol at the end of the fight. Same time, Beastmaster grabs his own blink.
Choice only because we were talking about how difficult it is for London Conspiracy to catch. How do we catch anybody when we don't have a blink initiator with a disable?
He's just out of there.
Yeah, they're just going to get him out. And even if the Wisp dies, it's whatever.
They do have a death ward if they need it, and okay, he drops it. He does not want to mess around. Can this Bristle do on his own? TP's are trying to be made in, but there's no tier 2. Jalopy, though, so tanky enough to do enough in the damage, but no, the toss finally comes through, and they will end that streak of the Bristle. They drop Jalopy, the kind of shining glory for London Conspiracy. Now they're going to look forward for more. Winter's Curse holding Solon in place. Baby Knight now coming in. He's got a Sonic Wave, but he's silenced up by the Funnick Orchid. And now London Conspiracy looks like they have to run. And that Splinter Blast slowing a fair few of them. Axe is getting thrown back onto Funnick. And they can't quite bring anyone down. So it is a Centaur for a Bristleback trade. They do finally kill that Bristleback. So we know now that the Team Spirit, if they catch him on his own, that they do have the damage output to deal with him.
Not only that, but if you look at the way the lanes are pushed out right now, This is a really bad sign for London Conspiracy. Our team is not really that good if we're London Conspiracy in terms of split push. We do not have the greatest of wave clear. We have axes from the Beastmaster, we have Queen Scream, and that's about it. Bristleback is not an amazing lane pusher. He is a fighting hero. You want to be taking engagements 24/7. But if Team Spirit are eluding you and taking fights on their own terms by splitting you up across the map, then you have, you go to gank Illidan, you can have a relocate and a fear. For London Conspiracy to play around this, their lineup, again, it seems to be by 20 to 25 minutes, you at the very least need to have these tier 2s dead. Good early game.
What he's going to go into next. Top lane, there's a bit of a fight kicking off as they are making the jump in onto Baby. Not an easy go on, tossed up. Take no buyback here for the quad. And this Tiny's getting rich. Well, he's a good 4k ahead of the Bristleback. We saw earlier Jellypy can just find kills at a quicker frequency with the backup of the IO, and he's just going to farm infinitely faster. So you just got to kind of ask yourself the question: has he just gone past that point where London Conspiracy had a real chance with that core Bristle?
That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. You just get that idea, right? Because you said it perfectly. The Tiny and the IO can farm anywhere on the map at any point, and they can always be at engagements. They never have to really pressure themselves into thinking, oh, I need to be here because this fight's going to kick off, or I need to defend this tower because I'm not in a good position. It's no, my IO is going to bring me to whatever fight I need to be at, which is the strength of the hero combination in general. Whereas Bristle, he's walking around looking for the fights. He's not hitting.
Oh, I know what that have on.
Oh, that was
oh, that's the AC.
Yeah, that's the AC.
I'm big in with that.
Well, it depends on if team that. But maybe Team Spirit don't feel too threatened by the fact that they're going to get the Sages. Conspiracy aren't really buying themselves time. They're kind of just giving. Spirit are going to keep all lanes pushed.
Oh, there we have it. Midnight here will use himself to root the silence, but he's gone straight up with the combo. They take him down. He is going to be back for a wave. Will burst down the Nature's Prophet now with the paralyzing cast on to go black. London Conspiracy coming through with a range rack's taking a bit of damage here from Funix Tree.
Tiny, you need to keep your tier 3s alive as long as you can. Because as we already mentioned, no tier 3s, you're taking chip damage on your racks. And it's not like Team get a combo here. Unfortunately, the toss didn't hit the Queen itself, so just to be able to be in the fight. Like, they need a way of forcing teams to do it. We're not going to give you the opportunity. And that's why the Aegis doesn't really matter that much. Where you don't win in the later stages, then that's not really opening up any more opportunities.
Tying up Jellypy, but I don't know if they can really do too much about this. And now, and I are backing him up. They turn onto Soul, and they've already taken down the Chen, and now Jellypy. Let's see how much Jellypy's still seeing if he can hang around for this fight. Iceberg's out of mana. Now, he's not got anything for the comp, but losing the Queen of Pain there to Io on the sidelines, and now that is something at least for the side, but still it's another fight where
their lineup is just being exploited so heavily. It's not like Team Spirit even really, they don't care that much about trading heroes. Because again, look at the map. What lane are London Conspiracy pressuring right now? And where are they looking and saying, okay, this is where we're going to deal damage? Every single time on the map, which means it takes longer for you to push those lanes out to get to an objective that you can take down. Date is, not necessarily come and gone yet, but it's...
I mean, and we're saying that, and it's only 26 minutes in, but it is, as you said, just the way that...
They've shown that they can kill the heroes. And again, in every single circumstance, and he's just quill stacking and goose stacking people and just punching them. That's the fight. That Tar Stampede means that any time where Team Spirit feel like they're in an unfavorable situation, AP's out. The Winter Wyvern throws out a curse and they run. Like, they have a lot of methods, some chase, but it's not proven to be enough just yet.
I'll see. They did come over to this half of the map, seeing if they could get something achieved, but they got to gone. He's turning attention. Look, Iceberg just go over the objectives here. So Sonic Wave coming through. Chirac's gone just like that, and they're out. It's an absolute clean. They'll take that anytime. They've just got to rinse and repeat that, and Team Spirit will slowly. It's the Tiny Eye at this point. It's getting out of control. Now, yeah, Bristleback's in even more trouble.
He doesn't really have that much armor either. Going Blink makes you much more susceptible to getting right-clicked down.
Oh, Tiny's nearly got to put him to give it a go here. It will be tossed back. In comes Funny. Well, he's thinking about it. It looks like they will have to. Can they try and get the Tiny? They're thinking about it. But they're still trying to get him out. They might get this kill, actually. It can, then. Tossing back the Bristle. Now with the Stampede on the way out.
My God, is he actually going to live? Is he actually?
And now with the silver edge hit onto Jellypy. With the help from Biver, they're trying to work him down. Funny, looking for the TP out. Will he make it? Yes, he will.
Walking away from that with an IO, that's pretty depressing. As soon as she gets Radiance, the game just became super hard. That's kind of how London Conspiracy, and it just seems like even in a situation where we almost kill a really high priority Middle lane's pushing in. The only lane that we have push is the one that we were chasing in. And we seconds of chasing, and we walk away with essentially nothing.
Another go here. Jellypy, he still managed to rack up the gold. You know, 3.2k on top of the back in that slot.
If they want to kill the Tiny, he honestly needs like an MKB or something.
Yeah. In onto the tier 3s. They're popping fortification, but look, 1, 2, 3. It's good there. But it's the second melee rack that they've taken on the bottom. It's certainly not going to be losing Jellypy. If they lose him here, he's kind of still the hope. The Winter's Chaos onto Biver, locking him out. You got Iceberg moving into position. A few, there's no follow-up. 4 dead on London Conspiracy. They've given it, and with Baby Knight going down as well, it may just be, it's a triple kill for the Tiny. 51, even inside of that is the Bristle with 16k, but that's 8k kind of fighting for net worth with the supports of Team Spirit. Because with the speed that Team Spirit can push with this Tiny.
Oh, absolutely.
It's looking very, than they did in game 1, but still, Team Spirit certainly looking to be the stronger side.
The better mid-game plan. London Conspiracy's lineup is very focused around one thing. We want to fight. We want a 5-man after that with our, our Chen, our Beastmaster, our Witch Doctor. So do all this stuff within, 25 to 30 minutes. So as I was saying, versatility, it's all in on one aspect. It's fight and push, fight and push, fight and push all the time. And Team Spirit really just weren't giving him the opportunities, even after the laning phase. There was too much split push for them to deal with. Because out-farming his split push lineup is easy when London Conspiracy are always chasing you around. They're just like, it's literally cat and mouse. Like, Team Spirit's running around, London Conspiracy's chasing them, they're not taking good fights, Team Spirit get a ton of farm, and they just win the game.
Absolutely. It was a tough series for London Conspiracy.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully we'll see him step it up against some of the other teams in the league, but Team Spirit, they're certainly looking to be one of the strongest sides that we've got at the moment in this league. Some great performances all around, and today it looks like the roster's working with Illidan and Funnick. They certainly seem to have something going, and a win with the Centaur War on it. That's always going to be something that's, not every team's going to pull off. So some great stuff from Spirit. Hopefully we'll see indeed more great stuff from London Conspiracy in the future. We're going to be seeing more of Spirit later today, as they will be going up against the side of No Diggity. We'll see if they've got a better chance of taking down the side of Spirit. But don't go anywhere. We're going to head you straight over to the panel. Myself and Andy, we'll see you later for some more Dota.